Dream Universe, Raw, August, SummerSlam week 1. And today, before we start the show, we're going to go over some stats and the calendar. Starting off with the calendar first. See, as you can see here, we got 3 pay-per-views in August, starting in week 1, SummerSlam, with some rivalries might be going into this pay-per-view besides the title matches. Got Doink and Boogeyman, the LWO, and Judgment Day. Then of course Logan Paul and Ricochet. If those rivals are still active, they will be going into the pay-per-view if there is room. And then Battle of the Belts for AEW. Adam Cole, MJF as rival 1, and Huck and Jungle Boy rival match 2 applies. And this applies to AEW also. The rivals are still active. They will go into the pay-per-view match if there's room. And then of course WCW Bash at the Beach. You got Raven and Chris Benoit, Jake Roberts and Ultimate Warrior, and then of course the Civil War between the NWO Wolfpack versus NWO Hollywood. So big month this month. 3 pay-per-views for all 3 promotions. And then we go to see who are the current champions. Starting with Raw, tonight's show. We got Finn Balor, WWE Champion. And Bobby Lashley, United States Champion. Street Profits, the Raw Tag Champions. And of course, Miz, the winner at Money in the Bank. Now, if Judgment Day could win that rival match against LWO, they will get a title shot and possibly be the new Raw Tag Team Champions. With Finn Balor as WWE Champion, they will be in control of Monday Night Raw, with perks that come with that, such as match stipulations and strolling to the ring with full faction capacity. On to NXT. We got ECW's Sabu as the NXT champion. Wesley, North American champion. Taz, still the ECW champion, defended his championship at the Great American Bash. NXT Great American Bash versus I thought I put this on mute, bro. The Great American Bash versus, gosh, what the heck was his name? I don't know. He has one defense. And then Noam Dar, Cruiserweight Champion, and still NXT Tag Champions, The New Day. Now ECW runs NXT with Taz still ECW Champion, and Sabu with the top title on NXT World Title. On to AEW. AEW, who still have the reigning AEW champion MJF, and Powerhouse Hobbs, TNT champion, Christian, international champion, Team Taz, AEW World Tag Champions, and reigning Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio Castagnoli. And on AEW, we have Team Taz, who runs AEW, with Hobbs, TNT champion, and Brian Cage, Ricky Starks, tag team champions. WCW, we got Steve Austin of the Corporation, WCW World Champion. British Bulldog of the Hart Foundation is United States Champion. Cactus Jack, two-time Hardcore Champion. And the Steiner Brothers, WCW Tag Champions. Last but not least, SmackDown. Big E of the New Day is Universal Champion. LA Knight, Intercontinental Champion. Kevin and Sammy, SmackDown Tag Champions. And of course, Carlito, the other winner of at Money in the Bank. And let's go to the check out the stats now for each champion. Starting with Christian Cage here. As you can see, Orange Cassidy was the first international champion. And then you got John Morrison, who was second, and then now Christian, the recent. Both Christian and John Morrison with first time titleist, and Christian has the most days held for the international championship. John Morrison second, and then Orange Cassidy last, which in real time Orange Cassidy would have that record. MJF. And see, this is why MJF is the reigning AEW World Champion. He's the only one to have had this championship. 84 days held. Pretty much since the beginning of Dream Universe. The reigning champion has yet to be defeated. All right, so we go to the AEW Tag Championships with FTR being the first tag teams to hold the titles. Oops. And then you got John Moxley and Bryan Danielson of the Combat Club second. And then Team Taz after that. This must have been a rival match, because then, no. Combat Club gets it back. So they're two-time tag champions. And then Team Taz gets it back. Two-time champions. Yep. Team Taz and Combat Club, both two-time AEW champions. I think, wonder why it said, why does it have Team Taz twice top? Did they defend? I think Team Taz are really three-time champions, AEW tag champions. Anyways, Combat Club still holds the record for longest days held, 35 days. And then, of course, Team Taz below the Combat Club. And then FTR last. Here we go. This will tell us who he defended against. Maybe. What the hell, dude? Why are the Creed brothers on here? I'm confused. Huh. I must have had it on there earlier or something. Vampiro, RVD, and the Creed brothers should not be on this list. But anyways, times earned. What in the hell? Okay. Oh, I think RVD was the first champion, actually. RVD was 43 days out, or this is the and then Taz 31 days held. times earned 0. Interesting. Well, I know Taz has 1 defense versus that title. Now it's on to Sabu. So we had Braun Breaker, who was the first champion. And then JD McDonough. Bronson Reed, that's who it was. Bronson Reed was the one who challenged Taz for the ECW title and lost. JD McDonough again takes it back, takes it from Bronson Reed, and then Sabu takes it from JD. So I think JD, yeah, is the only 2-time NXT World Champion. Days held JD. With Braun Breaker second, Sabu. Yeah, Bronson Reed 2 days. Okay. Must have been a pay-per-view right after he got the title and then lost it at the pay-per-view. Why is Huh. Okay, that was probably at the beginning of Dream Universe before I edited it. Roxanne Perez is on this list. Johnny Gargano. Okay, Tyler Bate, I know that one. Johnny Gargano being the first cruiserweight champion, and Tyler Bate, and then Noam Dar. These must be real-time stats. Yeah, JD 400 days. Okay, but this isn't Dream Universe. It should be just Dream Universe, bro. Well, on Dream Universe, it's Johnny, Tyler, and Noam Dar. Noam Dar 15 days, Johnny 7, and Tyler 62 days. So Tyler being the longest NXT Cruiserweight champion. Okay, so Wes Lee was the first North American champion. Drew Gulak, Wesley again, and then Giovanni Vinci. And then Wesley again. So this guy has to be 2 times. Should say 3 times. Okay, so Wesley, 75 days held on Dream Universe. And Giovanni 7 days only, and then Drew Gulak 2 days. Alright, so the first champions, Creed Brothers. And then New Day came in. And that's all she wrote. Okay, so this should be like 2-time, 3-time NXT tag champions, but it's not saying on here. These real stats confusing versus my Dream Universe stats. Okay, so Creed Brothers had it 13 days, and then New Day 71 days. And Claudio is the reigning Ring of Honor World Champion, yet to be defeated. 84 days held. So he's had the title since the start of Dream Universe. Yet to be defeated, just like MJF. Okay, so for the TNT title, Wardlow was the first champion, then Darby, then Powerhouse Hobbs, and then Darby, and then Powerhouse Hobbs again. So Darby and Powerhouse Powerhouse Hobbs, two-time TNT champions. Oh, why is Hook on here? He hasn't been champion. Must have challenged or something, I'm not sure. Here we go. Darby Allin with the most days. 42 days held on the TNT champion. Powerhouse Hobbs second, and then Wardlow last. And the hardcore WCW champion Raven was the first. Cactus Jack, Raven, and Cactus again. So both guys. What the heck? How come Raven should be two-time hardcore champion? Okay, so it just shows Cactus Jack, two-time hardcore champion. Cactus Jack, the most days held, and then Raven. Eric Bischoff. Come on, dude. Alright. So pretty much Raven and Cactus Jack running hardcore division. British Bulldog of the Hart Foundation is the reigning WCW United States champion, yet to be defeated. This looks like real-time stats right here. Yep, 84 days held. Dream Universe stats. The only the United States WCW champion, British Bulldog. And here we go, WCW World Title. Sting was the first, of course. I think Sting had it for a while, and then Stone Cold came along, took it. Okay, so Vader is real-time stats look like. Yeah, so on Dream Universe stats, Sting 52 days held, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin 32 days. So Sting holds that record. WCW tag titles held by the Hart Foundation first. I wonder why. It looks like they won it twice. And then NWO Hollywood and the Steiner Brothers twice. Why is the Undertaker on his fucking stats are weird, dude? Alright. And Steiner Brothers, it should be 2 times earned, man. Same with what's the Hart Foundation? You only have them at one time? I'm just gonna go buy the Dream Universe. These guys, Hart Foundation, 2-time WCW Tag Champions. Steiner Brothers, 2-time WCW Tag Champions. Steiner Brothers 46 days held, and then Hart Foundation 37, and then NWO will be last with 7 days only held. NWO Hollywood is at war with Wolfpack. Wolfpack yet to get that stat on their resume. Finn Balor. Okay. So the first champion, of course, was Roman Reigns. Came with, he was champion with when Dream Universe started. And then Seth Rollins, second. And then Finn Balor, recent. We're not going to count Roman Reigns because that's a stat that was already built in here. They're all one time anyways. Okay, jeez. Good Hollywood Hogan. Okay. Where's Roman Reigns' stats? There he is. 272 days. How the hell does Hulk Hogan have 2,000? Finn Balor, 28 days. Who were the champions? Finn, Seth, and Roman. So Finn, Seth, Roman. So Finn Balor will be at the bottom. That doesn't make sense. 242 days. That doesn't sound Dream Universe. Ah, whatever. Okay, so Gunther was the first Intercontinental Champion, of course, that came with Dream Universe. Madcap Moss had won it once, and then Ricochet, and then Giovanni Vinci. So Giovanni Vinci's won the North American NXT title and the Intercontinental title. Last but not least, LA Knight. Let's see, Gunther won't count. So let's go Madcap, Ricochet, Giovanni, LA Knight. LA Knight with the least days. Giovanni 12, Gunther 13. Oh my goodness. Because they're all like 1 day apart. Madcap Moss with the most days. Go figure. Madcap Moss has the record as Intercontinental Champion. Forgot about that. SmackDown Champions. This better be fucking okay. Yeah, so it started off with the Usos, of course, and then RK Bro came and took it. Looks like they won it twice. Won it and then defended it once. Street Profits came, and then Street Outlaws, and then Street Profits again. So Street Profits, 2-time champions. One time. New Age Outlaws, 1 time. RK Bro shows them 3 times. Usos 3 times. Usos are real-time stats. Okay. I wish the stats were split up from Dream Universe stats to real-time stats. I wish Dream Universe had their own stats for, you know, just for your Universe champions, their records. So New Age Outlaws was 7 days held. Alright. That's about the only Universe tag title stats right there. So of course the Usos again, you know, SmackDown tag champions. Looks like they really gave up a fight for the SmackDown tag titles. Won it 3 times. Yeah. Kevin and Sammy were the only ones to defeat the Usos. So I guess. All right. Kevin and Sammy with 31 days held. Austin Theory was, of course, the default champion. And then Mustafa Ali came in and defeated Austin, and then now it's Bobby Lashley. So between Bobby and Mustafa, we're not going to count Austin because those are 2K stats. Stop Mustafa with 28 days. And then, oh my goodness. Where is Bobby, dude? 245, right? So that's obviously 2K stats. Then, of course, Roman Reigns, undisputed, had both titles, default. Big E defeated Roman Reigns, was the first. Umaga came, took it from Big E. So Big E, 2-time Dream Universe Universal Champion. Yeah, 2-time. Wow, I got it right. Okay. Big E and Umaga. Yeah, so Umaga 7 days, Big E 43 days. And there you have it. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road. August week 1, SummerSlam week. So what that means is going to be a lot of #1 contenders match to see who gets title shots for SummerSlam. Alright, for the opener we have Ryback versus Mark Henry, the first rival match. And this time you will get a match. Last time it was Mind Games. This time it's going to be a match. Ryback ranked number 7 in the WWE division. And Mark Henry ranked number 5, still above Ryback. Mark Henry with despite 0 victories in this rival war, Ryback has 2 victories, 1 more. Oh my goodness. And he earns a title shot. I don't know. It might be a 3-way. Might be a 3-way at SummerSlam if Ryback wins for the WWE title. This is a 2K match. Austin Theory, Kurt Angle, The Miz, and Cody Rhodes. Ay. And of course I forgot to mark down their ranks in the WWE division. But this is definitely not for the #1 spot. Okay, so we have a #1 contenders match in the tag division. Nation of Domination ranked number 2, and then Bloodline ranked number 1. So since the Usos lost their titles and failed to get back their titles, the heads of the Bloodline step in with Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, and his enforcer Solo to see if they could bring back those titles to the Bloodline. I don't know how the Usos are going to take that, but we'll see. Alright, the second #1 contenders match in the US title division. Braun Strowman ranked number 2 and Tommaso Ciampa ranked number 1. The third #1 contenders match in the WWE division. AJ ranked number 2 and Seth Rollins ranked number 1. So the winner of this match will be going to SummerSlam to face the WWE champion. Winner of this match will be going to SummerSlam to face the United States champion. And the winner of this match will go to SummerSlam to challenge the Raw Tag Team Champions. Get it? Got it? Good. Alright, the second rival match and the main event. The LWO versus the Judgment Day. This will be their second rival match with the LWO leading by 1 victory. Let's get this started.
Have wanted to get their hands on each other.
They can't wait to get things started.
No use wasting any more time. These two have reached a boiling point.
Clearly a lot of hostile feelings between these superstars who couldn't even wait for the match to begin before getting their hands on each other.
These superstars were certainly in a hurry to get this started.
That was a brilliant strategy, guys. Throw your opponents off by taking the fight to them.
Down in a hurry. Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day. Power.
I think you're right. Rotating vertical suplex. Nicely done. chest.
What's coming next? Taking their time. Oh, punch to the gut. Took the wind right out of you.
Devastating elbow.
He thinks he has it. And the ref stops the count.
Knee lift. Ooh, that hurt.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm. He skirts away, living to fight another day. Taking this one back to the ring now. Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of him. Will this bear hug? Well-placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
That could be it.
And there's the kick out. Just kicking out at one takes a lot in a match like this.
Uh-oh, this is just vicious.
No, oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious.
Shoulder tackle. Showing out their deadlifting prowess and just tossing their opponent like they're nothing. Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance.
He's starting to struggle here.
They've definitely taken their lumps at this point. Their opponent is not messing around.
And an elbow drop, too.
These consecutive attacks have him reeling.
Yeah, he's got to surmount this storm coming at him.
Lighten up the chest, and now straight to the knee. And now you have to protect that leg from further harm. You can't finish a match on one good leg alone.
Held in a perilous position. Oh, God, face first.
Uh-oh.
Alley-oop. Can he do it here? Kicks out at 2.5.
Talk about a close call for him.
And he hightails it to ringside.
He certainly has to be piecing together a new game plan now. Ducking out of trouble.
Start counting, Saxton.
1, 2, 3.
We could be here all day.
Power.
I think you're right.
All night long. He is efficient and dangerous with his offense thus far.
Yeah, this match is in his favor now.
Agonizing. Grabs the leg.
Just toss their opponent.
Oof. Punch. Nasty. Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless.
Enough already. Reversal. What a counter.
Yeah, he's able to stop the bleeding, but will he also gain command? Punch connects.
Coming next.
The shoulders.
Oh, no. Back stunner. This could do it. No, 2 count.
Almost inhuman at this point.
What's coming next? Taking their time. Oh, punch to the gut. Took the wind right out of you.
Sharp jab. Series of strikes to the back.
Clubbing blows. Great wherewithal on the counter. Ooh.
Clubbing blow.
This match's brutality starting to show on him.
Not a bad place to be in, but the longer this goes, the more trouble a superstar exposes himself to.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop.
Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next.
Here we go, Byron.
Samoan drop. Pull out a big move.
Cover.
Truly cannot believe that didn't even get a
should have ended by now.
Oh, this is nasty.
Brutality. Treating the cranium like a basketball. Glad I put my money on that guy tonight. Oh, he got him on a win.
Here is your winner, Ryan Black.
I didn't think they had it in them.
No question they had to dig deep to get this win and shrug off all the damage taken earlier on.
I mean, credit where it's due. This match really put them to the test.
And they ought to be very proud of passing that test.
And Ryback defeats Mark Henry in a sweep, 3-0 in this rival war. So now we're going to have a fatal three-way match for the WWE title at SummerSlam. We know Ryback is going to be in that match and Finn Balor, but who's going to be the third man? We'll find out. All right, and 2K fatal four-way right here in the WWE division, but this is not a #1 contenders match. This is just a climb up the WWE ladder. Austin Theory, Kurt Angle, The Miz, and Cody Rhodes. I know Kurt Angle and Austin Theory are at the bottom of the division, and Miz is like ranked #4, and Cody like ranked #6, around there. I forgot to write down their ranks, but yeah, Austin is new to the division, being a former United States champion, and after he lost his title, he moved on to the upper echelon division, that is the WWE division. So Austin Theory fairly new to this division, and these guys are here to welcome him.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
Already so many titles and major wins to this young man's name.
The youngest Money in the Bank winner, and also the youngest superstar to fail cashing in his Money in the Bank contract.
Oh, shut up, Saxton. Money in the Bank was an anchor, an albatross, and Austin Theory is better having gotten rid of it.
Time will tell, but you may be right, Corey. The Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle.
And his opponents, first from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, Kurt Angle.
The wrestling machine, one of the all-time greats, Kurt Angle.
It's time for a lesson on the 3 eyes.
It's Mr. Money in the Bank.
And from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz!
Corey, I don't think we've ever seen a more arrogant entrance than that of The Miz.
Really? That's odd. I don't even sense the slightest bit of arrogance from The Miz.
This is a guy who always seeks out the highest level of competition, and I think he'll get it tonight.
The son of a dream, the American Nightmare.
Michael, a man who redefined himself away from WWE and is now a main event star.
Representing the family from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
Multiple tag team and Intercontinental Championship reigns during his first run here in WWE.
But now that the prodigal son has returned, Cody Rhodes has reached main event status.
He fights every night to make his family, make his father proud.
Well, I think they'll be even prouder after his match tonight.
Here we go as we kick off a huge fatal four-way match, and we're going to see Austin Theory, Kurt Angle, The Miz, and Cody Rhodes.
These gladiators appear ready to war tonight, and they have to be if you want to earn a victory in this one.
The hostility between all four of these superstars is palpable. All want to destroy one another.
Nice takedown.
On a stomp.
Double team out. Neck breaker. You had two necks, they would have broken both of them.
Rhodes denies the attack.
Get in the air with that forearm.
Knee right to the gut.
Byron, a match like this is when we see how merciless someone can be. What will this come down to? This is about who can weather the storm. A superstar can attack at will here. Everything is a weapon. That is what makes this so dangerous. It's anything goes.
There are no limits here. And it can be chilling to see the lengths someone's willing to go to destroy another human being. And by chilling, I mean beautiful.
He's back into the ring.
Oh my gosh, what impact! Oh, what a shot. Tucks his tail between his legs and gets out of there.
He's getting a little down now.
Angle letting his opponent know exactly what he thinks of him here.
Shifts it back onto it. Able to reverse that one.
Hooked up and DDT. And he has free reign to the outside with no countouts to worry about. Neckbreaker.
And we might be about to go from commentators to participants in this one, fellas.
Eat defeat.
I love this. The old Wizard of Oz.
Click your heels, Byron, or just go home.
Wow, he reversed Angle.
One response after another. Back and forth we go.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. Getting carried. Unsure what they're thinking.
Uh-oh, this is going to be ugly, guys.
Look out! Look out!
That is tossing your own body around without a care.
Taking no account for their own well-being.
Uh-oh! Dark matter! Heads out of the ring. What's next? Drop kick from behind. Ouch.
Look at this display of power. Overhead, belly to belly.
And he slides him back to the mat. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. He's on his heels a bit now.
This deep into a fatal four-way match, it's a wonder they're not more banged up. But the grueling nature of this match is definitely getting to them now, gentlemen. The Miz letting him know who the real star attraction is here. Able to avoid there. Big forearm.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Punch to the stomach. And the sleeper is cinched in. And you can see little by little the opponent is fading.
I'm going to tap out here.
In trouble here.
What a great counter. That'll break it up. And he throws the opposition back into the ring. Oh, he's got him up high.
Rhodes showing his opponent how
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Ankle lock is in deep.
This won't win the match, but it's one way to inflict a great deal of punishment on an opponent.
he is in serious trouble here and finds his way out.
Angle with that intense look in his eyes.
Angle gets the better there.
Oh, that'll wake you up. Both competitors showing how well they know one another. The American Nightmare playing those mind games, goading the competition.
What a clothesline! Ouch!
Here comes the setup.
And a double DDT! He's expressing pain now.
Yeah, this match has not been kind to him.
Oh, right in there. Attacking the knee.
From behind. Back suplex.
Theory resorting to some mind games now.
He could pin his opponent right here.
It's over.
And he stops the count.
Heading back to the ring.
What a back body drop. Will it be?
I think so.
A defying kick out after one.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
And he wants nothing to do with any of that. Compromised position here.
Just bounced that face like a basketball.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Cody here looking for a win in the now with A-Town down.
And there's the cover. And Angle just barely manages to escape a pinfall.
I thought for sure he was done.
The American Nightmare. Theory is bleeding profusely now. Cody's put a lot of competitors out with that.
Grabbing a hold of the arm.
Drop. Yeah, this tracks, Miz.
Angle with a spectacular single leg into the ankle lock.
The ankle lock is in.
He gets there. A few seconds longer in this match would have been over. Nice takedown.
He has him right where he wants him.
Big, hoping to end it here.
This is it.
Kicked by The Miz.
Sent to the outside. Gonna risk it all right here.
Thinking about it, thinking about it. Gonna do it. Does he have him here?
Kicking out in time.
How? Cody Rhodes has his opponent right where he wants him.
Looking to put his opponent on Dream Street. Crossroads.
Is it enough? The cover. Big win in a fatal four-way.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
What a finale to this intense fatal four-way match.
It's an impressive feat to overcome the chaos and unique challenges of a four-way match.
And Cody Rhodes wins the fatal four-way. Kurt Angle just can't catch a break. I would like to see Kurt Angle climb the ranks, but he just he stays at the bottom of the WWE division, man. Alrighty, and on to our first #1 contenders match in the SmackDown. I mean, in the Raw tag division. Sorry. Top tag teams face off to see who will advance to SummerSlam for a shot at the Raw tag titles. Nation of Domination ranked #2 and the Bloodline ranked #1.
Here comes trouble.
The following is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 605 pounds, the Nation of Domination!
The WWE Universe has been counting the days, hours, and minutes for this match to start, and the countdown is almost over.
And their opponents, accompanied by their special counsel, Paul Heyman, at a combined weight of 515 pounds, Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns.
You are looking at a team that delivers a tag clinic every time they compete. But tonight might be their best lesson yet.
Taking it old school tonight with a little 2-on-2 tag team action.
Doesn't get any more classic than this. You truly get the best of both worlds, and sometimes pairings you really didn't see coming. Hey, kind of like you and me, Corey.
I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, Saxton.
Pulled in for
Belly to belly.
cover. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
He's still got more left in the tank.
Roman Reigns gets the tag.
Oh, God. Fires back with a crucial elbow.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Look at this, just unloading. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Handle.
Into the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target. He's going for the pin, this could be it. Shoulder shoots up before two.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet. Oh, my goodness.
He's getting pushed out into the defensive.
These two teams have gone to war, Cole. Of course they're going to wind up with a few battle scars.
That didn't go as solo picture.
Oh, meet the backside of an elbow.
He's turning the tables. Hooked up.
Driven down.
Tagged in. Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Just cranking the head.
Across the top rope, all the way to the floor.
Vicious, downright savage club right there. Down he goes.
Oh, just turn that around.
Oh my gosh.
Tag is registered.
Planning on what to do next.
Just launched.
Right about now, Roman Reigns demands acknowledgement.
Up and
Face first. Flapjack. Big time power slam.
tag is made, and he's coming in hot.
It's that time. That is what it takes to topple Reigns. Shoulders down. Cover.
He breaks the ref's count after one.
Not quite enough to put him away. From behind. Back suplex. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Goodness gracious.
Tagged into action. He's absorbed some damage already. No, that'll break his arm. Vicious. Leg drop. Nice side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good
opponent.
And he tosses him back in now.
What a hot shot. Sent all the way to the outside. Nasty sidewalk slam. This is it.
Kick out.
Obviously still has some fight left.
He's tagging out. Solo reverses him.
Winding up. Boom! Samoan spot. That's one for Sakura.
Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
Just an incredible wherewithal to get the shoulder up. You would think he'd be out of it after taking that maneuver.
And there needs to be a refocus now.
One more time. Samoan splash from Solo.
Looking for the victory. 2. It's over. It is over. And a big boom.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns, the Bloodline.
And a big-time victory for this tag team here tonight.
Two men with one common goal can be a dangerous thing. They're putting the entire locker room on notice.
And the Bloodline will be moving on to SummerSlam at a shot at the Raw Tag titles. Okay, our second #1 contenders match for a shot at the United States title. Braun Strowman ranked #2 and Tommaso Ciampa ranked #1.
Here comes 6'8", 385 pounds of chaos.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
Think of all the titles that Braun Strowman has won throughout his career. Tag titles, Intercontinental title, even the Universal Championship.
More interested in causing destruction and running over the competition. Impressive physical ability.
One of the biggest and baddest to ever step foot in WWE. One of the all-time greats in NXT, now bringing his black heart to WWE.
And his opponent, representing DIY from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa.
Well, Tommaso Ciampa has proven he'll do anything to succeed in WWE, including being friends with The Miz.
Hey, The Miz just recognizes a fellow A-list superstar.
Tommaso Ciampa set for action here tonight. Ciampa is a methodical competitor. He really knows how to make sure that every move hurts as much as possible, and is so precise in his movement and offense. Definitely not the kind of superstar you want to underestimate.
But tonight he faces Braun Strowman, an absolute nightmare opponent for even the toughest superstars.
Yeah, you have to think he's been dreading this match on some level. Braun always uses his time in the ring to strike fear into the WWE Universe, reminding us, the locker room, and everyone else that we should all be afraid of the monster among men. Assailing the joints of the leg.
Counter by the big monster. Great strength being shown here.
Pinpointing the trachea.
Watch out. Oh, straight to the floor.
A completely ill-advised decision, likely going to pay for it in the rest of this match. A powerbomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days.
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody... Okay, consider that a harsh lesson.
How do you approach a match with Tommaso Ciampa, a competitor who has been known to take liberties inside the ring?
For starters, you need to try and keep the ref inside of the action so Ciampa can't sneak in a cheap shot. But more importantly, keep your head on a swivel. Maintaining strong ring awareness will make it harder for Ciampa to catch you off guard with dirty offense and also help you spot good openings to attack.
The referee counting, urging them to get in the ring.
Strowman, just such a monstrous sight to behold.
Big boots! Incredible. Ooh, this match grinding him down a little. He's got the answer for that one.
Saving us from having to sit through that.
Getting set up for something in the corner.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Ciampa showing instinct.
Oh, my God, a DDT!
Spiked him.
Before the count of 2.
This isn't even close to over.
Ciampa's attack is thwarted. Strowman.
And then you become...
This could be it. Cover. He narrowly avoids the count.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally.
Strowman with his sights set on ending this.
Braun Strowman hoisting him up.
Oh! This spells trouble for Tommaso.
Cover. 3, no, 2 count.
Ciampa, no stranger to digging down deep, but that kick out took an insane amount of resolve.
I'm sure Strowman is in disbelief, and frankly, I am too. But he can't dwell too long on this and let his opponent hang around.
Uh-oh. Go.
Uh-oh. Flipped over into an arm drag there.
Oh, God!
Just mounted with punches and not... Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Working the midsection there. That's good. Double underhook applied. Up and fairy tale ending. And Ciampa was right on target.
Makes a cover. Oh, he kicked out.
The monster among men roaring back at the last second.
And Ciampa clearly furious that didn't end things. I sense we're about to see an even more...
Look out!
Diving DDT!
Planet!
A showcase of aggression by Ciampa.
Ciampa is so systematic with his offense.
Ciampa with a well-timed shot. His defenses have fallen, and soon he may too.
And he has just taken an extraordinary amount of abuse.
Monsters don't impart much fear when they're in this position.
Strowman wasn't having that.
Prime opportunity. Yes, he didn't come here to watch him boast and taunt.
Taking this match off the mat now.
You can see as he rises how vulnerable of a position he's in.
Soaring.
Oh, what a landing.
Showing absolutely no apprehension to putting one's body on the line.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Ciampa isn't worried, and he is letting the crowd know it.
He's heading up top.
Thinking big.
From the top. He's been placed feeling the impact even more in the late goings.
Ciampa loves these kinds of back-and-forth scraps, but if he's not careful, this one can slip away very soon.
Oh!
He's outside the ring now.
Hope he's got a plan.
Counters. This could be an opportunity. Toss back into the ring.
Scooped up, tilt-a-whirl slam.
Ciampa is in some serious trouble.
That's great ring awareness paying off. Able to spot a good opening to attack.
How much longer can these superstars... Braun Strowman! Busters with an after slam!
Tommaso Ciampa hit hard!
Finally ends it, and all the bloodshed. Perhaps worth it now.
Here is your winner, Braun Strowman!
You cannot say they didn't give it their all and then some to achieve this victory.
I don't know why Ciampa lost tonight, but I know it definitely wasn't karma. More like bad strategy.
And Braun Strowman defeats Tommaso Ciampa and will go on to SummerSlam to face Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship. And I also forgot to mention, the Bloodline will face the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team Champions titles in at SummerSlam. Forgot. All right, on to our third #1 contenders match for the WWE title. AJ Styles, ranked #2, versus Seth Rollins, ranked #1.
He is simply phenomenal.
You said it, Michael. A phenomenal resume, phenomenal skills, and without a doubt, a phenomenal performer.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the OC from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is in a class by himself, continually adding to his accolades with every single match.
A Grand Slam champion in WWE night after night lives up to the moniker of phenomenal.
You know, being known as phenomenal, that's just the beginning.
Well, anytime AJ Styles is in the ring, you have to almost assume that it's going to turn into an instant classic.
Yeah, another one's imminent tonight.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins.
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins.
A decade of being WWE's freaking workhorse, and the WWE Universe is finally singing his praises.
You got to shield yourself against relentless attacks. AJ does not have an off switch.
The seemingly endless motor possessed by the phenomenal one.
These two men considered the best of their generation. I've been looking so forward to AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins.
Looking at Seth Rollins, there is no lack of confidence. Seth has been preparing to face AJ Styles, claiming that this is a statement match to himself, to the WWE Universe, and AJ Styles.
Knowing Seth very well, I know he lives his life with a chip on his shoulder. It irks Seth. Cover!
He gets the kick out after the one.
Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this. Flipped by Rollins.
Great counter. Ooh, that got turned around on Styles. We've seen AJ get surprised once or twice in the past, Corey. What do you think the key is going to be for him to avoid an upset loss in this one?
The key is patience. Matches go long when AJ does well in the deep end. He needs to control the pace to prevent his opponent from capitalizing on an opportunity.
Styles thrown hard to the outside. He's taking this to the floor now. Driven face first.
Styles knows what this crowd came to see, and he's hell-bent on delivering.
Spinning kick to the gut.
Just one step ahead.
Get him into the corner.
Got them right in the corner.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
Snap suplex, very effective. All the way to the floor.
Right to the throat. Great move. Well-placed elbow right on the mark. Nasty stomp of the arm. And he wants nothing to do with any of that.
Styles is looking to end this thing.
If this lands, it's over.
Styles clash.
Will it pay off for Styles?
Two. He kicks out somehow.
What a kick out. I can't believe what we're seeing from Seth Rollins tonight.
And now AJ has to recalibrate from the middle rope. What a splash.
AJ pausing to...
Not allowing that to go on any longer.
A small package driver. There's two.
That is just pure instinct at this point.
Put into the corner now.
Rollins now from the middle rope. What a stomp.
That did not look good for AJ, and yeah, he's busted open now.
You do not get a moniker like the Phenomenal One if you just lay down and go out easily. What?
Whoa! Cross body.
Whoa!
That's finding any which way to topple the competition.
Hurling your own body like that is insane.
Forearm smash.
Don't come over here.
Cole, quick, use Saxton as a human shield.
DDT.
Styles not backing down one bit.
Looks like he does want some.
Powerless position to be in right now. Oh, look at this.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. one's over. Tap out coming. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Moonsault. Reverse DDT for Styles. Are you kidding me?
Okay, consider that a harsh lesson.
Devastating kick. Oh, man.
He didn't need that eyebrow anyway.
AJ with the wherewithal to it.
Takedown. Looking for the crossface. It's cinched in. This could be over.
The Architect gonna have to design a counter to this submission maneuver.
Rollins better design it.
Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Rollins has him on.
Falcon arrow. He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
Shoulder up, shoulder up.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Ooh. Uh-oh. Looking for the suplex.
No.
Neck breaker. Big flying forearm.
Hooked up. DDT.
Seth Rollins needs to rethink his strategy because what he's doing now isn't working.
Yeah, not looking good at all.
Yeah, all the Architect's designs seem to be going astray.
Got to figure out a new plan quick. And this one might be headed ringside. And he slides him back to the mat.
I think we all know.
Versatility from Rollins. Jumping knee strike.
Lights out.
2 of the premier athletes in the entire world going at it tonight.
An absolute clinic on display by Styles and Rollins.
Boom, what impact. Stomping away, and then the knee right into the throat.
Just ruthless.
Flamed across the way.
Now hooking him up. Face buster. I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. From the top.
Nobody home. He moved, but can he capitalize?
Right across the face.
Oh, nice deep arm drag.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly. Staved off that attack. Rollins setting up here.
Boom! Small package driver. The volume in this building has increased exponentially. The fans are willing these competitors to push forward.
Win or lose, these superstars are going to be held in high. Rollins! Styles a step ahead.
Oh, clothesline. He's heading to the floor, but he can't take his time.
Ooh, well measured. Lots of potential for injury here at ringside. These superstars better be careful.
The floor, the barricades, our table, none of these things are fun to collide with.
Jumping knee right to the face. Oh, man. The Kingslayers is dominating.
Seth's in the driver's seat, and Styles has trouble.
Reversal. Can he take advantage? And now gets tossed into the ring.
Got it cinched in. This could be it.
Small package driver. Shoulders down.
shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Uh-oh. Look at the suplex.
No, neck breaker. Ooh. Neck breaker.
AJ Styles rolling through.
Styles has the count.
Are you kidding me? An elbow. What a counter.
Repositioning their opponent. Looks like a neck breaker. Oh, forearm to the back. Well, I think we know what Rollins is thinking. No! Stop. This could put a stop to AJ.
Makes the cover. Hangs on by a thread.
I don't know where AJ gets this from. He dug down deep to kick out.
And Rollins not handling this well.
Uh-oh. It's going. We're going to see it.
Now Rollins needs to end this.
Pin.
Seth Rollins gets the win.
Here is your winner, Seth freaking Rollins.
The workhorse of WWE, Seth Rollins with an incredible victory.
I got a feeling Seth Rollins would proudly admit that the workhorse has a stablemate after this match.
Seth called this a statement match. Oh, we hear you tonight, Beast Slayer.
Tonight, Seth Rollins.
Whoa, what a long match. Definite top contenders match right there. 4.5-star match by AJ and Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins comes out the victor and will face Finn Balor for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Alright, our main event and our second rival match of the night. The LWO versus Judgment Day. LWO ranked 10 in the tag division and Judgment Day ranked number 6. LWO had barely formed and is new to the tag division. The reason why they're so low. This will be Rival Battle 2, and the LWO leads by 1 victory.
From behind, an ambush.
Well, there's no way this match could happen now.
This competitor is in bad shape.
Now, the official should call this off.
I think it's the opposite. We're still going to have this match.
Not a bright decision.
I believe the attacker was probably a bit worried about this match, hence the sneak attack.
You got to respect the determination of this competitor despite that sneak attack. Still,
He's got the shoulders down. 1 count and he gets his shoulder up.
early pinfall attempt denied at 1. A lot of time left to go. Lands an elbow. Finn Balor has his sights set solely on his opponent now. Nice bulldog.
Oh, costly error there.
Oh, and a forearm.
Balor has him in the drop zone.
Taking flight.
A front drop kick. Mysterio's success is not limited to a division or type of competition. Corey, how has Mysterio made a career of defeating opponents of all shapes and sizes?
Mysterio's reinvented his training regimen, so the emphasis on cardio, flexibility, and core strength. Mysterio's ability to adapt on the ground and in the air are second to none.
He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
Big slam.
Drops the hammer.
skirts around it.
Hanging back with their own counter. Uh-oh. Oh, are you kidding me?
Back of his neck. The biggest little man.
Not allowing that to go on any longer.
And Finn Balor connected. He may get the 3 count right here.
This is it.
Kick out. Kick out and kicked out.
That sucked all the air out of this place. It looked like a done deal.
Catapulting down on the opponent.
There have been some amazing rivalries throughout history, but this one may be the most heated we've ever seen.
Yeah, Byron, they may have taken this to a level many have never seen before. Drop kick right to the knee.
Right on the patella. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Ooh, that might have just broken something.
Things not looking great for Finn Balor.
This is what you call high risk, high reward.
Rey Mysterio. Balor's in deep peril here.
And they're still in this.
Where does Balor find the strength to go on like this? What a will to fight.
Rey Mysterio deep in thought right now, wondering what else he needs to do.
Suicide. DDT. That was nuts. Just exhibiting their fearlessness.
Exhibiting guts and accuracy as well.
Snapmare takeover.
Not safe yet.
Rey's veteran instincts on display.
Kick right to the back of the leg.
What a suplex.
Twisting, spinning cross body.
Great rotation. It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you.
And the explosion occurring ringside.
Sweeps the... Uh-oh.
Oh, and that buys some time. And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver.
Mysterio telling his opponent no size difference is going to make Rey back down. That was scary power.
With authority, he has to be at his limit now.
This is a very dangerous situation.
Eyes in the drop zone.
Did Finn clinch this?
That's gotta be it. 2. No way. No way.
Giving up has never been part of Rey Mysterio's character. Proof positive. Right there. Now we're looking for lift.
And that can keep Rey down.
Is it the cover? Man, that is gonna feel good. Sweet, sweet victory.
Here is your winner, Finn Balor!
The celebration of victory in this match where some devious offensive action earlier on put them in control.
They really had the rug pulled out from under them. No way to prepare for that earlier onslaught.
Every match comes with its fair share of surprises. It just comes down to how well you can roll with those punches.
And speaking of the WWE Champion, Finn Balor comes out and faces Rey Mysterio in a one-on-one match. Finn Balor defeats Rey Mysterio rather quickly with the help of Dominic Mysterio attacking his dad. So now these two factions are tied with one victory each. And this will go to Rival Battle 3 and we'll see what will happen. And who will face each other in the next Rival Battle. This was supposed to be a 2-on-2 tag match. Judgment Day had different plans. And that is it for today. Well, not today, but that is it for Raw. And the next show will be tonight. And that will be NXT, and we will see more number one contenders match as we prepare these matchups for SummerSlam coming this weekend on the Dream Universe calendar. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon. God bless.